What's up, YouTube? NBA Jerry here. You can see I got a bunch of stuff in my back seat. I just went to the grocery store. But let me give you my thoughts on Lonzo Ball last night versus the LA Clippers. Let me say this first. If anybody thinks that Lonzo Ball is going to be like coming into the league, tearing it up, and you're trying to compare him to De'Aaron Fox and all that, you're highly mistaken. Okay. First of all, Lonzo Ball is not going to win the Rookie of the Year. Okay, and I'm not basing it off that game. He's just not that type of player. And if he does win it, it'll be based off of strictly hype and his name. You know what I'm saying? Because his name is definitely bigger than his game. But I'm gonna tell you, man. A lot of people said this, and I'm gonna say it. His daddy wrote a check that Lonzo Ball's ass has to cash. Okay, everybody's after Lonzo Ball because of LeVar Ball. It's as simple as that. Patrick Beverley is no joke, man. I mean, I don't know if y'all know something about Patrick Beverley. But that dude, he's the greatest. He's the best on-ball defender point guard in the league. You know what I'm saying? Tough guys like Russell Westbrook and guys like that don't like messing with Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley done, try to start fights with DeMarcus Cousins and mess with LeBron James and, all different type of dudes. So Lonzo Ball, Jesus Christ, he didn't stand a chance. And to Lonzo Ball's credit, you gotta understand something. He's still rusty. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't played in a while. He only played a little bit of the preseason, and he hasn't really played basketball. So to ask him to come out there in his first game, his first NBA game, 'cause I don't care who you are, you're gonna be nervous. Your first official NBA game, to go out there and play against Patrick Beverley, who's out there not only trying to destroy you, but to prove to the world that, hey, his highlight package that he's going to have for his first game when people look back at it, he ain't going to have no highlights on me. Patrick Beverley didn't give a damn about scoring or anything. All he wanted to do was shut down Lonzo Ball. You know what I'm saying? Now, Lonzo Ball didn't have a terrible game. He's a very smart, cerebral basketball player. He's going to do a lot of different things, but scoring is not one of them. He's not going to score a lot of points in the NBA. But let me say what those two reminded me of. You ever seen a real hood dude from the hood play against a really, and he's decent, but he's not that good, or he's good, whatever, against a real good player from the suburbs who is real good against, kids from the suburbs and stuff like that. But when that suburban kid either goes to the hood or that hood dude comes to the suburbs and plays that dude and gets all over him, gets in his head, and then basically shuts him down mentally and physically, that's what that reminded me of. Patrick Beverley was the hood dude, and Lonzo Ball was a suburban dude. I don't know how else to cut it, to slice it. That's what had happened. And then, of course, LeVar Ball, he after the game, he said, well, who was Patrick Beverley? Because he's right. Who would be talking about Patrick Beverley if it wasn't for, him guarding Lonzo Ball and stuff? But at the end of the day, Lonzo Ball has a long way to go. I'm not even going to judge him this year. I'm really not. And I've been listening to, Stephen A. Smith and, Skip Bayless and all these different people talking about Brandon Ingram, and I couldn't agree more. Brandon Ingram is overrated. I'm sorry. And Magic Johnson gives this kid too much credit. To me, he looks exactly the same as he did last year. He doesn't look any different. He's the first one in the gym, last one to leave, and this, that, and the third. And Brandon Ingram is supposed to, Lonzo Ball is supposed to make these guys better, and he's supposed to make Lonzo look good. And Brandon Ingram is not that dude for him, man. He's not. And Lonzo Ball's not going to have a good season, and Lakers are not even going to come close to the playoffs. They're not. And Lonzo Ball's ankle is hurt. He's out of basketball shape. He hasn't been playing. And just like LeBron the other night, it's a fine line. What do? Do you try to get back in shape and get on the treadmill and get back on the court, or do you shut him down and try to, heal that ankle? I don't know. But I'm definitely not going to judge Lonzo Ball off this game. You know what I mean? But all the hype surrounding it and everything else, people calling him a bust and all that. No, it's way too early. Lonzo Ball's going to have a long, long career in this NBA. But if he ends up being like a Mark Jackson or a poor man's Jason Kidd or something like that, hey, that's pretty good. And he's got a decent jump shot, but he's very, very tentative, and he doesn't look confident so far. But like I said, it's only the first game. But as the game starts slowing down to him and he starts getting used to NBA players, I'll judge him next year, not this year, because the Lakers are going to be bad this year. All right? Let me know what you think about Lonzo Ball in the comments. Let me know what you thought about his first game, about my analogy about Patrick Beverley in the hood and Lonzo Ball and things like that, being a suburban dude. Let me know what you think totally. about what you think Lonzo Ball is going to be in the NBA. All right? Do me a favor. If you like the video, hit the like button, please. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. I don't give a damn. Hit your boy up. Peace.